MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the best starters around do battle next. Jamison Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil. He will lead this one off today.
The second baseman, number 1.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Hey, this lineup's got to do it a little bit differently. It's not the modern version of 3 true outcomes: walk, strikeouts, home runs. This is a team that beats you down, manufacturing runs, getting guys on base, keeping the defense on its toes and waiting for them to make the mistake.
Here's Starling Marte. A ball and no strikes. Marte is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to want. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and
indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first base.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Tags there, and Gomes gets him trying to steal second base. And he falls behind 0-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line, but this will land untouched.
got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Mets go down quickly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Sean Manaea gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low twos, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Taylor has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Suzuki is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 16.
Now to the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He's picked up 3 hits in the series and driven in 4 along the way. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's right there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll take a look at ball one. That average at 291 to start the day, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Into the corner and slicing foul. He'll step in here at 275. 9 homers and 19 driven in. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Taillon.
Digging in, Tyrone Taylor is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First offering on its way.
0-1.
We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Now a hard liner, but foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Mets. Cody Bellinger at the plate now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0.
Yeah.
Two balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Marte going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Into the box now, Nick Madrigal. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Here comes the first pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 11 for him on the season, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
At the plate, Nico Horner. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Omar Narvaez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Omar Narvaez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Now at the plate, Sean Manaea, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1. Count is 2-1.
Grounded back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 1.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line hard to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They lead all of baseball in runs scored, and maybe the primary reason for that? Home runs. They lead the majors in that category as well. One player told me that pretty much top to bottom, every guy is capable of getting into one. But what really sets them apart, he said, is that they don't have an all-or-nothing approach. They know home runs will come, so getting guys on the bases leads to 2- and 3-run homers instead of just solo shots. Sounds simple, but we all know it's anything but. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch coming. Here it is. Jamison Taillon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
So a full count now.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And as you see there, September right around the corner. There's our upcoming schedule as we get ready for the final month of the season. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And now a pitch on the way.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Bases are empty, one man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting, number 27.
Standing in, Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball inside.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Hard hit ball to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still lead it 2-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Starling Marte, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Brandon Nimmo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
Number 16.
Now here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
That finds the zone, a called strike. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Nick Madrigal is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. Through four, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Wind up and the 0-1. Hit out towards second, right to him. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Taillon Taylor.
So digging in now, Tyrone Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly and quickly. There are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Narvaez.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more. Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Fastball up in the zone, but it's strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're not doing a very good job of hitting off the fastball today, which he said is a necessity in today's game. Otherwise, he explained, the pitcher never feels uncomfortable and believes he can get anyone out at any time. That hasn't been too far from the truth in this one, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Yan Gomes. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. Set to deal on 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Nico Horner. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two and one after the foul ball there. Pitch on the way. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Fouled away. Swing and a ground ball to third, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
At the plate now, Jamison Taillon, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. The second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the pitcher, Sean Manaea. pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Still 1-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Now here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Taillon Marquez.
Ready once again, Starling Marte. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the air now, out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Ian.
Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
In now, Suzuki. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Set. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And he's back in standing. The 1-2 pitch.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on the move for second. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
So here's Cody Bellinger. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Marte going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Two away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Throw over to the bag. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Ranging back is Nimmo, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Cubs strand a couple. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Pete Alonso is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Popped him up. Gomes over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Brandon Nimmo will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 49, Richard Lovelady.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. The 0-1 pitch.
Well, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So now to the plate, Brett Beatty.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run. Leading off the inning, Nick Madrigal. And they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman, Nick Madrigal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Tyler McGill takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Standing in now, Nico Horner. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. McGill is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. The 2-0 is in there for strike one. This is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Michael Bush will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 29, Michael Bush.
A ball and no strikes. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. The 1-0 home. Right side hit hard. And that is into right field, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
The next Cub up, Ian Happ, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So coming to the plate, Tyrone Taylor. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. No balls and a strike to count. Now here it comes. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Omar Narvaez.
Digging in once again, Omar Narvaez. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Count is 2-1.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Joey Wendell will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Out in front of it, strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded slowly to the left side. Swanson brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Mets out in front, 3-2. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Suzuki.
Number 27.
Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he fouls this one off. Ottavino, a right-hander going 6'5". He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Patrick Wisdom. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and we are tied again. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
One out, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. The 2-1 pitch. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs. Hector Neris will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Leading off for the Mets, the second baseman, number 1.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch.
It's out 1-1.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Swanson will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 2, Taillon.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's only 1 for 10. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker's in there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Neris, 33 years old. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it is.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Pete Alonso would be next. Fouled away. Good battle. Count remains full. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy right now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Pete Alonso is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and 2. Here it is. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Brandon Nimmo is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. In the air now, out to left. Happ is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next will be the speed threat, Nick Madrigal.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The 1-0 home. Diaz has over 40 innings on his line so far and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
from the belt. Kicks and deals. Jan Gomes is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back easily. Two-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. Madrigal gets his lead at first, nobody out. To 2-2 now.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
No balls and 1 strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
The 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on first with 1 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back easily. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Mike Tuchman will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 40, Mike.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line hard down the line in right. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
He's set. The 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Hit well, right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. On to third, but he's in safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Boy, D-Row, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout. Adbert Alzolay comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
73.
Digging in, Brett Beatty. First pitch on its way.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Now the pitch.
Ball 1.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2-2 the count. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Taillon.
Digging in to try it again, Tyrone Taylor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Line to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Ready for another shot now, Omar Narvaez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jorge Lopez comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 52, Jorge Lopez. Now playing center.
Patrick Wisdom will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. First pitch on its way. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. 0-2, here it comes. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Lopez, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a solo shot here to left center field, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Chicago Cubs with their 80th win to pace the division. Adbert Alzolay earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.